Hey everyone, here we have a question from ratio and proportion. The question is, if 4, x, 9 are in continued proportion, find the value of x. So before we understand this, what we mean by continued proportion? So continued proportion means, suppose, before I explain this question, let us take an example. Suppose I say A, B and C are in continued proportion, which means A, B and C are in proportion. I hope you all know what a proportion. Proportion means the first one, that is A is to B, is in proportion with the next two terms, which is B is to C. You can see that this term B is repeated here in the continued proportion twice. The number which comes in the center is repeated twice here. So the first two numbers are in ratio and the last two numbers are in ratio, that is A is to B is in proportion with B is to C. They are in proportion. So here also, instead of giving the ABC, they have given numbers here 4 and 9. They have given that 4x and 9 are in continued proportion, which means 4x and then x and 9 are in proportion. Now if they are in proportion, we can write down this again as 4 is to x. The first two terms are in proportion. The two columns what you see, they are called proportion. It's a symbol for proportion. Is in proportion with x is to 9. That's it. And you have learned that in proportion, the product of the extreme is equal to the product of mean. Now what are extremes and what are mean? The number you see at the last, that is 4 and 9, they are present in the extreme side, right? So the product of these two number, product means you have to multiply this two number. Product of this two number is same as the product of the mean. The number which you see at the center, they are mean. So product of mean. That is, if I represent this, this will going to look like 4 into 9, because 4 and 9 are extreme. So product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Mean we have is x and x. So it's x into x. Right? So let's solve this further. So 4 9s is 36. So 36 is equal to, it's 36 is equal to x into x. Now here we have to find out the x value, but here we have x into x. Now, so now we are multiplying this number x 2 times. Now find out a number which you multiply with itself, it's gonna give you 36. Like 4 into 4, 5 into 5 or 2 into 2, which we're gonna give you 36. We know that 6 is 36, right? So which means 6 into 6 is equal to x into x. Now why I'm writing like 6 into 6? Because I want the value of x here, and here I have a x 2 times, it's x into x. So I have to find out a number which we're going to multiply with itself and give a 36. So 6 6 is 36, which means x is equal to 6 here. You can see x is equal to 6. This number should be same, x should be same, right? I cannot take 5 into 4. 5 into 4 is equal to x into x means here you can see that x value is 5 and x value is 4. It cannot possible, right? The x value has to be same here. So that is why we chose this 6 into 6 here. I hope it's clear. So x value will be equal to, therefore x is equal to 6. So that's it. I hope this question is clear. In case you have further question or doubt, you can drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching.